Hello everyone, welcome to my channel, Advice to Think Twice. My name is Monica and I'm here with your weekly advice readings. Because of some technical difficulties, I've actually had to redo the weeklies. And so I just decided to start from the 25th and cover the time frame between the 25th of January until the 5th of February 2017. So this is the time frame for these particular readings. And I also wanted to do something extra. So we're going to do the usual format, if you will, for the weeklies. But I'm also going to incorporate additional messages that I plan to deliver in a bit of a psychic reading, if you will, just to see what additional messages we get, to see what you think of this little extra little something for the weekly reading. So that's what we're doing. Remember to watch your moon and rising sign readings as well for additional messages, additional insight. And thank you in advance for being here, for subscribing, for liking, sharing my videos, for commenting, following me on the socials. It does mean a lot. I do appreciate it. Okay, so let's get into the readings. I hope everyone has a really great time ahead and that you enjoy your readings. Take care. Hi Sagittarius, and welcome to your reading for January 25th up to February 5th, 2017. This is for Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Thank you for joining me. I'm using the Green Witch Tarot deck, and if you're interested in this deck, I'm also linking my review of it in the description box below. But let's just jump in and see what is coming up for you during this time frame. So your current situation or your main focus, we have the Seven of Athames, or the Seven of Swords. Now for some of you, you may be dealing with someone who's kind of sly, not truthful about what they're doing, someone who may be trying to deceive you, someone who has hidden agendas, maybe an air sign energy, so Gemini, Libra, or an Aquarius, Sun, Moon, or Rising. And this person's trying to either get away with the fact that they're not telling you everything, they're not giving you the whole story, they may be trying to manipulate you into doing something. So just be mindful of that, okay? Just take that into account. Just double check what this person is telling you. I feel like you're going to know, your intuition is going to tell you that something's off, some things don't add up. So trust your instincts when it comes to this. For those of you, this is your energy. I feel like you're planning, you're strategizing at this time, putting things together, like a presentation, files, paperwork. I also feel like you're reading up on how to negotiate, how to get the yes. Also comes up for some of you with the Seven of Swords. For others, this feels like packing. You're going through your things and you're thinking, okay, what am I taking with me? What am I leaving behind? Either preparing for a trip or a house move. Or going through the documents, paperwork, because you're preparing for a big meeting with the Seven of Athames as well. Your main opportunity is the Star card, and this is a major arcana card talking about wish fulfillment. So your main opportunity is to get the yes. Your main opportunity is to have your wishes fulfilled. It could also be talking about a house move. It could also be the opportunity to expose whoever is being dishonest with you, to shed light on what they're doing, to reveal what they're doing. For those of you, the Star card talks about traveling. I feel like you're actually traveling, you're moving, or you're asking for an advancement with work or a transfer that may be taking you away from home, or you have to take a different route to work because of that with the Star card. For those of you, this feels like you have certain goals, certain do's and don'ts when it comes to your health. Maybe recovering after a procedure with the Seven of Athames. Maybe a cosmetic procedure, or gastric bypass, or any work done on the body where you have to take precautions for a while, even if it's just like laser treatments or anything like that. And so with the Star card, I feel like you're recovering from that but it works. You're feeling happy, healthy, beautiful, and it is something you've been wanting to do for a long time with the Star card there. The Star card also represents Aquarius. So for some of you, an Aquarius person is the Seven of Athames, and you have the opportunity to expose them. For others of you, you may be preparing to ask for the approval of an Aquarius, either a boss or someone in the family or a figure of authority in your life. And if you think things through and you have a good plan, you definitely are going to get that approval. You're going to get the answer you're looking for. Your main challenge is the Page of Chalices, or the Page of Cups. So your main challenge, now for some of you, I feel that you kind of have to prioritize. You have to make sure that you make enough time for family, as well as your other commitments with work or other responsibilities with your own business. For some of you, you're starting your own business during this time, and it's your time to shine. And you kind of have to make sure that you still make time for family, or still make time for your children. For those of you, the Page of Chalices is asking you to be cunning and smart, strategize, not get involved emotionally into things. So if someone's deceiving you, don't feel sad or dwell on the disappointment or the betrayal of it. Just think about it objectively. Try to be cool and cold, and just think about what needs to be done for this person to be exposed or removed from your life, or for you to protect yourself against this person. Okay, I feel like your emotions may get in the way during this time. For those of you, this is a card that says do not be childish. So don't hold yourself back. Don't be too impulsive. Again, keep your feelings under control, especially in negotiations. This is also an offer coming to you, but it's immature, so it's in the beginning stages. So it's saying don't jump too far ahead with this. Take your time, do things properly, but don't try to rush something. Okay, you're on to something really great. It's a really good opportunity, but don't rush through it. This is also communication, so someone again could be feeding you lies or telling you things that they know you want to hear. So just be mindful of that. You could be starry-eyed when it comes to this person, so try to keep your feet on the ground and double check, or come at it from a different perspective, get more information, that sort of thing. Your advice, we have the Five of Athames, or the Five of Swords. So with the Five of Swords here, it is a card that says you may need to, again, it's a card that talks about strategizing here. Okay, it's coming up as strategizing. Don't get emotionally involved with whatever this is, particularly around an air sign. If they're giving you trouble, or if they're deceiving you, if you find out that they're deceiving you, don't confront them. It's just going to turn into something very ugly, and you're probably not going to win because you have decency and this person doesn't. Be smart about it. Okay, don't let them know that you know, until you have a strategy on how you want to handle them. The Five of Athames is also patience. You need to have patience here, especially if you're dealing with someone who has no clue what they're doing, but they think they do. Be patient. Try to turn situations around to your advantage. But again, it's an energy of being calculated. Okay, being a good strategist, as opposed to getting emotionally involved. That's really going to create a lot of doubt, conflict, anxiety for you. It's time to be a strategist, okay? To strategize, to think ahead, to plan, to be calculated during this time frame. You may also have second thoughts regarding an air sign. With the Five of Athames, I feel like you're going back and forth. You may be sorry over something that you said to this person, or you may be trying to fix something regarding an air sign, something in an interaction, something that happened between the two of you. And this could also be, you're trying to make peace, but they're over it. They're not willing to meet you halfway here. And if that is the case, it's just saying, just let it go. Let it go for now. Let things cool down. And then if you want to, you can go back to it. But your main advice is to think ahead, to strategize, to be calculated. And in the outcome position, we do have the Sun card. So with the Sun card, this is success. It is exposure. You have two cards that talk about exposure. So if there's anyone giving you grief, causing difficulties, lying, or spreading rumors, gossiping about you, that sort of thing, they will be exposed. Justice will be served here, even though we don't have the Justice card, but it's what I'm getting. Your strategy is going to pay off, so definitely stick to the plan. The Sun card and the Star card together, they're very optimistic energy. They're very positive energies. Things are coming true for you. You're getting your wish. This is a victory card with the Sun. This is success, recognition, rewards, being in the spotlight as well with the Star card as well. So it's your time to shine. Don't even pay attention to jealous people or people trying to give you grief. They're really not important here, okay? You focus on your goals. You have a higher purpose. You may be traveling with the Sun card. You may be moving with the Sun card. Taking time off here. Or again, it's a card that talks about success, rewards, recognition. You getting your way, basically. And it just takes strategy during this time. Okay, let's look at your psychic messages. That's nice. So for your psychic messages, I pull a card from the Psychic Tarot for the Heart deck to serve as my starting point for channeling your psychic messages. Your card is number 11, and it is detach. So I feel like it's a nice confirmation here in terms of detach from the situation. Be calm, cool, and collected. Strategize. It's also a card that talks about releasing expectations you have for certain people. I feel like their true colors are going to come out with this energy, and it's important that you just release, you just let them go. For some of you, I feel like someone messed up and somehow you blame yourself, or someone mistreated you but you blame yourself. Okay, if this is the case, you have the opportunity to see that it's not true. You have the opportunity to see the truth during this time frame. Let's just tune in and see what else we get. For some of you, I feel like you've been waiting. You have put yourself on hold for a really long time for one person. And this is a time when you're letting them go. You're coming to the conclusion that they're either not worth it, they're not treating you the way you deserve, they don't appreciate you, and you're just letting them go. You're releasing the situation, detaching from it. And it's almost like coming out of winter and into spring. It's like you come alive again. For those of you, I'm seeing someone leaving home like a child. They're going off to college or they're moving out. And it's a bittersweet experience, of course. But, I see you spending time with all the family albums and going through all their baby photos. Once they're gone. For some of you, you're dealing with abandonment issues at this time. You're facing these issues. And you're starting to see that you didn't do anything wrong. Some very powerful karmic lessons learned. during this time, giving you spiritual growth and freedom, release from a lot of difficult energies, heavy energies. For some of you, I feel like you're changing jobs or careers. You thought you were supposed to be doing one thing, but it doesn't make you happy. You thought that it would, you had high expectations, but it's just not working for you. And I feel like this is the time when you release that and do some soul searching, figure out what you want to do next, what really makes you happy. For some of you, you're moving out, or you're moving on your own, you're living on your own. I feel like you may be scared in the beginning or anxious. But give it a few days, give it a couple of weeks. Things will get a lot easier. You'll feel a lot better, more confident. For some of you, you're moving. You may have lived in that house for your entire life, or it's a house where you built a lot of memories, and you're moving, and so it's a bittersweet experience. But at the same time, it is time for new beginnings. I see some of you doing a lot of release techniques or exercises. Some of you are starting to use the mantra, let go and let God, or use the expression as a mantra. Doing visualization techniques for cutting cords, some of you. Some of you are praying or going back to your faith, or finding strength in your faith or your spirituality through changes and transitions in your life that you're not sure about. For some of you, I feel like you thought you were supposed to be in a different place at this time. I feel like, you're in your 40s or 50s, even older than that, and you thought you were supposed to just settle down and calm down, and you have to change, you have to move, you have to go back to work. So it's very scary and creating a lot of anxiety for you. But it is a blessing in disguise. So give it a chance, give it some time. But I do believe you're going to be looking at expectations you once had and adjusting. But once you release these expectations, you see that they had turned into limitations for yourself. And so that gives you a new beginning, that gives you a new way of being. And I feel like for some of you are thinking, I was supposed to have grandchildren by now and I'm going through a divorce, or this is not the job I was supposed to be in by now, or this was supposed to be temporary, what am I doing? I feel like reaching those conclusions will free you. You're either going to free yourself from a situation because you understand that it's not fulfilling you and you're finally ready to do something about it, or you find freedom and saying, you know what, maybe this is just meant to be, so I'm just going to let go and let God. Okay, so those are just some of the messages coming through for this reading at this time. I hope the readings make sense. I hope that they help. I am looking forward to your comments. Let me know how the messages make sense, how the cards make sense, how they apply to you, if they do, what you think of the psychic messages, if they ring bells for you, or what you think. And I've been telling all the signs that I'm interested in adding a new type of readings that I do for my YouTube channel and my website, and I've been doing, you know, psychic readings, intuitive readings for a while. I've just not been offering them as services or, you know, posting them on YouTube or anything like that, but I would be interested, or I have been guided to look into it. And so I'd appreciate it if you let me know, you know, what you thought about that, if you would be interested in that. Of course, this was just a very brief reading, and if we were to do just psychic readings, I feel that we could really get into it, get a lot of messages. But yeah, let me know what you think. They do take a toll, you know, they take a lot of energy to do. Channeling takes a lot of energy to do, so if there's no interest in them, I would rather not, you know, put myself through that effort. But if there is interest, if you are interested, if you do believe they would help like I do, then I would definitely go ahead and do that for everyone as well. So there you have it. I'm looking forward to your comments. I hope you have a really good time ahead, and I'll talk to you soon. Take care.